A forgotten artifact lies in pieces on a planet far from Earth. Few know it exists except those who took it back and those whose ancestors created it. 4 young people are thrown into a race against emissaries of the gods to find its pieces. Mistrust, greed, and magic are tangled in an endless web. What will the fate be of the universe once it is found and reassembled? Get Scepter of the Gods, The Rod of Truth now on Amazon, and get wrapped up in the saga that will not let you go.
Good morning and welcome to the Motivational Devotional, where we are merging motivation and spirituality to create a daily dose of confident positivity. I hope that this morning's podcast will help you to be more spiritually and positively motivated so that you can transform your day.
Harry Houdini was a magician who was most famous for being able to escape nearly anything. He got out of straitjackets, locked chests, chains that were locked around his arms, and combinations of those. He achieved a lot of fame for being able to escape jail cells. Because of that fame, he was asked to try escaping a new jail in Arizona that at the time was a state-of-the-art cell with a state-of-the-art lock, and he accepted the challenge. The story goes that Houdini arrived at the jail with all the usual pomp and circumstance and was given a tour, shown the lock that he would have to pick, and then he went to work. Houdini was placed in the cell and was expected to be out in a matter of minutes, as he had done in numerous jail cells around the world. In Scotland Yard, he escaped not only a triple locked cell, but also unlocked the other cells in the block, retrieved his clothes from another locked cell, and came through a locked iron gate to greet the chief constable only 5 minutes after being locked in. This cell in Arizona, however, proved to be a highly difficult challenge, and he worked for minutes and then over an hour. Exhausted, he gave up and leaned against the cell door, which opened. He had not been able to unlock it because it was never locked and had been open the entire time. That may sound like a funny story, and it was something of a joke to play on a famous escape artist of the time, but I share it with you today because it is a perfect allegory for what you and I have done throughout our lives. We limit ourselves unnecessarily, thinking we can't do this or that, and we have in our minds these locks that we assume are locked. Maybe you sing a song at a talent show or doing karaoke at a bar, and people tell you that you are really good and should think about going professional, and you say, "Oh, I could never do that." Would you say that because it isn't a dream, or is it a long-held dream and you just assume there is a lock that won't open, and for some reason you aren't good enough, or for some other reason you can't do it? I've been told that in the kitchen I can whip up a nice meal, but I don't ever want to be a chef or start a restaurant. That isn't because of any locks in my mind where I think I can't do those things. It's because I enjoy cooking too much, and I don't want to have to do it and to have to make a business of it. It isn't part of the dream I have for my life, which is writing and creating. However, as a writer, I used to tell myself that even though I enjoy writing, I didn't think other people would think much of what I had to say, and I didn't think people would enjoy my stories, and I thought maybe my viewpoint was too out there and too weird for people to find much value in it. Locks. Those were locks in my mind, and like Houdini, I discovered they weren't locked at all, and that the door was already open. I just had to move through it. What are you letting hold you back right now? Where are the locked doors that you feel you can't get through? I have a relative who often wears this t-shirt that reads, "This isn't the life I ordered." While that's a funny shirt at first glance, it is hauntingly sad when you start to think about it. Why isn't it? Because we will get the life we ordered if we write down the dream, write down the critical goals for getting there, and then pursue them with relentless intent. That's how we get the life we ordered. So if we don't have the life we ordered, why not? Quite often, those locks in the mind prevent us from opening doors, and either we need the keys or we need to realize they aren't actually locked. Try anyway. You might be surprised to find, like Houdini, that the only thing preventing you from moving forward into new creation was the illusion of a locked door. Or you will also find that you also have in your mind the master keys for all the locks that are in your way. These are keys like relentless intent, a positive attitude, and, well, heck, just browse back through the previous 190 of the Motivational Devotional podcasts. You will find keys lying around all over the place. I know you will unlock your locks, and that you have all your keys already, because all of creation is conspiring in your favor. Trust that the universe always has your back, and the doors in front of you will open when you knock. Harry Houdini once said, "My brain is the key that sets me free."
Thank you for taking the time to listen today. Please help keep this podcast going by following the Motivational Devotional Facebook page, following @Threefold Way Radio on Twitter, and sharing the written format of today's message from motivational-devotional.com on your social media. I am deeply grateful for your support, and thank you for letting Motivational Devotional be part of your journey. Peace out. See you tomorrow.
Motivational Devotional is a production of Threefold Way Radio, LLC.